Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by cancer diagnostic company Pacific Edge Limited, ASX code PEB. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Executive Director of Pacific Edge, David Darling. Hi, David.
Hi, Matt.
Okay, firstly, congrats on your recent ASX listing after 20-odd years on the New Zealand exchange, where you've been commercialising your CX bladder products for the management of bladder cancer. Just firstly, tell me, what problem are you trying to solve with this product?
The current tools for detection and management of cancer are poor, they're invasive, and they're very expensive. We need non-invasive, more accurate tests for better patient outcomes.
Okay, so you've developed 4 different products under the CX Bladder brand. Just quickly, what are they and what do they do?
First product is CX Bladder Triage for ruling out patients who don't have disease. Second product is CX Bladder Detect. That is a detection test and identifying positive patients. The third test is CX Bladder Resolve. Resolve identifies patients who have high-impact tumours for immediate prioritisation. And CX Bladder Monitor is a test used on patients who have been treated for disease and are returning to the clinic for monitoring for recurrence of the disease every 3 to 4 months over a 5-year period.
Okay, what countries is CX Bladder currently available in, and who are some of your larger customers? Would we know any of the names?
Sure. New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, and the United States. We have commercial operations in all of those. 2 labs, one in the US and one in New Zealand. CMS, Centres for Medicare and Medicaid Services. It's the national insurer for all people over the age of 65 in the US, 62 million people. Kaiser Permanente, largest integrated healthcare provider, 12.8 million lives under coverage. United Healthcare, largest healthcare provider in the US, healthcare provider and payer. And New Zealand, we have 70% of our public healthcare providers under contract.
Okay, so what were your sales for the 2021 financial year and how do they compare to the prior year?
Growth of 101%, revenue of approximately $10 million, made up of operational revenue of 7.6.
With a market cap of well over $1 billion, it looks like the market has bought into your story too, David Darling from Pacific Edge. Thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears today. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB and 3AW websites and click the Public Companies tab.